Delighted to be here and to talk to you about a subject dear to my heart, which is beauty. I do the philosophy of art, aesthetics, actually for a living. I try to figure out intellectually, philosophically, psychologically, what the experience of beauty is.
For the past few centuries, we have defined beauty not just as health and youth and symmetry that we're biologically programmed to admire, but also as tall, slender figures and femininity and white skin.
Natural color is so beautiful. So that's what I do. I study color a lot, but for the most part, I think, how can I ever make anything that is as beautiful as that image of Natalie Wood?
We have this remarkable experience in this field of fundamental physics that beauty is a very successful criterion for choosing the right theory. And why on earth could that be so?
And yet, with that said, I'm still tied to the idea that we've each got something sitting in there and we don't know what it is. Okay, and we're waiting for that beauty, and we know when something's beautiful.
The experience of beauty is one component in a whole series of Darwinian adaptations. Beauty is an adaptive effect which we extend and intensify in the creation and enjoyment of works of art and entertainment.
Perhaps intelligent civilizations come to realize that life is ultimately just complex patterns of information interacting with each other in a beautiful way, and that could happen more efficiently at a small scale.
And as I took on my career as a designer, I began to ask myself the simple question is, do we actually think beauty, or do we feel it?
They can do amazing things. They can return all kinds of functionality and performance back to somebody's life. But from the vantage of an industrial designer, they're not quite there. What we don't see is the sculpture or the beauty or the individual.
People would come up to me after the conference, after my talk, men and women, and the conversation would go something like this. You know, Amy, you're very attractive. You don't look disabled. I thought, well, that's amazing, because I don't feel disabled. And, it really opened my eyes to this conversation that could be explored about beauty.
This is what we want out of our senses. We want beauty. We don't just want function. And when it comes to sensory restoration, we're still very far away from being able to provide beauty.
And I think as an artist, it's my responsibility and all of our responsibilities to steady that gaze a little bit longer to really see, because you stand there, you'll see difference. You'll start seeing beauty in that difference, and you'll start seeing beautiful gorgeousness, and then this light just spreads, and once you're enlightened, it changes your whole world. It's about seeing the beauty in all differences.
I try to walk through life like this. And yes, that means catching all of those miseries and hurt, but it also means that when beautiful, amazing things just fall out of the sky, I am ready to catch them.
But our lives will only ever always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty.
I think of Shakespeare's Shylock. If you prick us, do we not bleed? And if you tickle us, do we not laugh? It is our humanity and all the potential within it that makes us beautiful. Thank you.